Hey pals, it's Rachel over at Moonlight Library. I'm here today to talk about books I've bought, a book haul. I haven't been reading much lately. I've been in the biggest reading slump, and I've been telling myself, I guess this has nothing to do with the book haul, but I've been telling myself I'll read some graphic novels, and I've been getting graphic novels from the library. Maybe I should do a library haul as well, and I'll do that later. Anyways, so this is my actual book haul. I went to the bookstore a couple of times, and I've been trying to re-spark my energy towards reading and stuff. My kitty, oh look how cute she is, we match. Reinvigorate my reading, reinvigorate my interest. I don't know, I've just been playing a lot of crosswords lately. I can't stop myself. It's like anytime I could be reading, what am I doing? I'm playing crosswords. I'm playing crosswords constantly. I can't stop. I love it so much. So here we are with a book haul. Got a couple books. I feel like what's really been interesting me over the past year or so is science fiction and fantasy and dark academia too. I've been reading some horror as well, but I'm a genre fiction lover. I'm genre. I know that about myself, especially I'm getting to know that more about myself. So let's get into it. The first one I got is Popisho, and that's by Leone. I have seen this around for a long time. I thought it was literary fiction, but it was in the sci-fi fantasy area of the used bookstore I go to. And I was like, oh, and then I read the back and I was like, oh, I guess this is for me. So it is, everyone in Popisho is born with a little something something. Boy, a little something extra. The local name was Cores. Magic, but more than magic. A gift? Nah, yes. From the gods, a thing so inexplicably your own. And that's just the opening to what it's about, and the way it's written feels so familiar, so like someone's just speaking to you. A conversationalist book. I don't know, it sounds interesting. We get some magic. It sounds like something that I'm going to enjoy. Yeah, Her Majesty's Royal Coven, and that is by Juno Dawson. This is another book I've seen around for a long time, or not a long time, but ever since it came out, which, when did it come out? It's one of those things that no one knows. We all wonder it daily. I'm kidding. I just have to look. It's 2022, so 2 years. The name of the book and the cover of the book, I was like, I think I might want to read this. Do I know what it's about? No, of course not. We'll find out a little bit together, and I love that. So, at the dawn of their adolescence, on the eve of the summer solstice, 4 young girls, Helena, Leone, Naim, and and Elle, took the oath to join Her Majesty's Royal Coven, established by Queen Elizabeth I as a covert government department. Interesting. We got witches. We got kind of like a what is it called in England? Like the CIA, FBI sort of thing. Interpol. Kind of like an Interpol. So this sounds pretty interesting, and love following some ladies. Next up, we have a shorty, and that is Pew. So this is by Catherine Lacey, and this is about someone who is, it's like this person that's agendered, I believe, and no one knows who they are. They're found in a pew at a church, and the congregation is trying to help this person, and I don't know, it sounds strange, mysterious, they're found sleeping in this pew, they're racially ambiguous, genderless, everything, and just seems like an interesting little book. Next up, let's go to Rachel's dark academia interest, and that is Vita and Nostra. I've been wanting to read this one, and I wasn't going to go and buy it. I did obviously go and buy it, but I mean, I had store credit. I have a lot of store credit because I'd be donating. So anyways, Vita Nostra. I think I tried to listen to the audiobook and I was like, I'm not really feeling the audiobook right now. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to enjoy reading this book. I've been reading most of my dark academia, like, with my eyeballs. And I feel like I'm whispering. I don't know. While vacationing at the beach with her mother, teenage Sasha Samokhina. My cat is peeing behind me in her litter box. Oh my God. Meets the mysterious Faretz and finds herself powerless to refuse when this unusual, vaguely sinister man directs her to perform a task with potentially scandalous consequences. He rewards her with a strange golden coin. And I don't know. I never read an entire back of a book because I don't want to give too much away, because I feel like what always happens is if you read past the first couple sentences, you know too much. It's like watching a movie trailer. You know too much. Like, why do you have to tell me the whole story? I want some surprises. And I know that you want to tell the surprises here. That's my cat. I know you want to tell the surprises in the synopsis to intrigue me. I'm already intrigued. I don't know. I'm just intrigued. That's who I am. The next one, a cute boy that I'm seeing. He wanted me to get this book. It's Ubik by Philip K. Dick. This is Philip K. Dick. He wrote Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which became Blade Runner, and he also wrote Skinner Darkly, and he wrote Man in the High Castle. It's a very short one. He's like, you can read it in a sitting. Does he think I'm a fast reader? I don't know. I'm not pretending to be a fast reader because I'm not. Anyways, Glenn Runketer is dead. Or is everybody else? Someone died in an explosion orchestrated by Runketer's business competitors. And indeed, it's the kingly Runketer whose funeral is scheduled in Des Moines. Interesting. This is some, like, OG sci-fi. It probably came out in like 1969. It's an oldie. Anywho, next up we have 2 books in a series. And this is Connie Willis series. We have, the first one is Doomsday book. Do you love looking at my ring light? I do. Anyways, the second is To Say Nothing of the Dog. So, Doomsday book. I had a long time ago, I was dating this guy, and if I was unsure, like I was working at my library that I work at, and if I was unsure about a book and whether or not I wanted to read it, he was such a fast reader that I would just give him the book and be like, read it for me. Tell me if it's worth my time. Anyways, so he read this book, and it's pretty big, and the copy I had was like, but it was smaller. It was so long, and I was like unsure about it. Oh my God, there's a note in this. Oh my God, it's Connie Willis. This is a signed book. Looky there, buds. I found a signed copy of a book. This was 1992 is when it came out. Anyway, so he read the book. Got stories. Let's get on it. So he read the book, and he was like, it was okay. Like, it wasn't really up his alley sort of thing. And I was like, okay, maybe I won't read it. Whatever. And then I saw, it was Hank Green talking about his love for To Say Nothing of the Dog, which is the second book. I think he said you don't have to read the first book, but you know what? I can't do it. I'm not that type of person. Unless you tell me here, if you've read these books, tell me if you need to read the first book. I'm probably going to read it anyways. Anyways, he said this is the book that's like one of his favorite books, one of the books he recommends to everyone, or something like that. And I was like, I'm sold. Like, I don't know, Hank Green says something, and I'm sold. I love that man. Who doesn't? If you don't love that man, I don't know who you are. Anyways, so the first one, let's just talk about that. For years, the fiction of Connie Willis, oh, that's not even about the friggin' book. Blah, 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 blah. For Kivrin, preparing for on-site study of one of the deadliest errors in humanity's history was as simple as recovering inoculations against the diseases of the 14th century and inventing an alibi for a woman traveling alone. I think this is about a woman in time traveling, and she's like, a historian or something. But what is... Also, Roger Zelazny wrote, I have never been let down by a Connie Willis story, and this one is no exception. What a good book. And I like Roger Zelazny, so that's good. To say nothing of the dog is, on the surface, England in the summer of 1889 is possibly the most restful time in history. Lazy afternoons, boating on the Thames, tea parties, croquet on the lawn, and time traveler Ned Henry is, maybe the time traveler's a man, who knows, is badly in need of a rest. He's been shuttling back and forth between the 21st century and the 1940s, looking for a Victorian atrocity. Why can't I read right now? This is issues. Called The Bishop's Bird Stamp. I wonder if this one's signed. It's not. We're severely disappointed now. Just kidding, I'm not severely disappointed. I had no expectations. Anywho, on we go. This is Summer Suns. And I remember Books and Lala, Kayla, talking about this a lot a while ago when she read it. And I was like, I might want to read this. And I had started the audiobook, but I wasn't paying enough attention. You know how you sometimes do that where you're like, maybe I shouldn't have listened to this in audiobook. Maybe I shouldn't have. Anyways. So I was like, let's try the actual book. It was at my thing. And I was like, you know what? This is my time. This is my sign. This is my time. This is my sign. And here it is. So Summer Suns is about this guy who, his best friend passes away. And then until Eddie left Andrew behind to start his graduate program at Vanderbilt. 6 months later, only days before Andrew was to join him in Nashville, Eddie dies of an apparent unaliving. He leaves Andrew a horrible inheritance, a roommate he doesn't know, friends he never asked for, and a gruesome phantom that hungers for him. Pretty interesting. Next up, this one was all over the place a while ago. A Deadly Education, another dark academia, and you know what? School, dark academia, school, dark academia, same thing, blah, 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 blah. Everyone loves Orion Lake. Everyone else that is, God, learn to read. Far as I'm concerned, he can keep his flashy combat magic to himself. I'm not joining his pack of adoring fans. I don't need help surviving the Scholomance, even if they do. Deadly Education. That's that. So those are the books that I have bought and the books I am excited to read. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. There's something wrong with me. And there always will be. Hopefully I'll be back soon. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like it. And if you also enjoyed this, be sure to put a pen for reading, a pen emoji in the comments or something. I don't know. Comment something. Let me know if you've read one of these books. Whisper. Tell me if you like my weird whispers. And that's where we are right now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying me. And maybe I'll come back and give you a little library haul and tell you what books I have been getting from the library, because I've been getting a lot. Why do I keep looking over there? Please ignore. Okay, bye.